As the AI is maturing, building LLM applications is becoming easier and quicker as the time is progressing. Having said that, how do we know that these LLM applications are producing correct results? How do we track and evaluate these Gen AI applications? This is where tools like Trulens can help. I have been exploring and experimenting with a lot of tracking and evaluation tools and frameworks when it comes to generative AI, and I believe that Trulens has a true potential. It is still a bit hectic to use, but I believe that in the future it will improve a lot. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can install this Trulens and how can you use it in your applications. So let's get started. This is a Google Colab notebook which I am going to use, and I'll be using one of the examples provided by Trulens itself, which will make it easier to run it. So let me quickly install some of the prerequisites, and the prerequisites are like Trulens Eval. There you go, it is still in the evaluation phase. ChromaDB for vector database, and OpenAI because we'll be using an OpenAI agent. So let's wait for these to get installed. Shouldn't take too long. And then make sure that if you're trying it out, you should also have some OpenAI key because that is what we are going to use. It is installing all the prerequisites, so let's wait for it to finish. Meanwhile, let me also quickly set my OpenAI key. So this is where you need to put in your own key, and let me put it here. All the prerequisite modules are installed, and I have already set my OpenAI key, and then I have removed it. Okay, now this is the data set which I am going to use for this demo, and as I said, I have just got it from their website, so I'll drop the link there too, so that if you want to try it out, you can do easily. Now let's also get our embedding model here, and I'm simply using this OpenAI's embedding model, the famous text embedding ADA, which is quite time trusted. Shouldn't take too long. That's done. And now let's create the ChromaDB for our vectorization and embeddings. So all I'm doing here is I'm just using that embedding model to create the ChromaDB client with the data we have given above. Now let's add our data to this vector database so that it will be in a vector or numerical representation. That's done. And now let's build a RAG from the scratch. If you don't know what RAG is, RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation, and it is a technique for enhancing the accuracy and reliability of Gen AI models with facts fetched from external sources, or in other simple words, because all of these LLMs they get trained on a data set. But if you are using those LLMs after like 1 month, they would still be using the old data set. If you want those LLMs to have a fresh data or your own external data, you can put that external data in a vector database, and then by using this RAG, you add that new data as a context with your prompt to LLM, and then LLM not only uses its own data but also the data you provided as a context. So this is called as RAG. Okay. Now here in this one, I am just using this Trulens, so I am just importing the true library or function from Trulens Eval, and then I am also importing the instrument because for instrumentation or tracking, and then I'm initializing this true client here. Cool. Okay, so that's okay. That's not done. What happened here? Let's go. Okay, so we need to install this LlamaIndex. Let me also, maybe I'll just put it here for the ease of it. So pip install LlamaIndex, and let's run it. So it is going to install the LlamaIndex first, and then it is going to do the rest of the stuff. Let's wait for it to finish, and then we are going to create our RAG from scratch. This is done now this time. Okay, let's do this code here. Okay, that is fine, no problem. And let's run. So what we are doing in this code, which ran very quickly, we are creating a class RAG from scratch, In this one, this is a retrieval function to retrieve the information from the vector database. And then this is where we are doing the inference or generating the completion by using this GPT 3.5 turbo model from OpenAI. And this is a prompt, as you can see here, passing the query, and then this is a query which is generating the completion. And we have also created the RAG object here. That's done. And now let's use some of the feedback function for all the instrumentation and tracking. Now for instrumentation and tracking, we will be using function like groundedness. Groundedness in AI or in machine learning refers to the process of linking abstract knowledge in AI systems to tangible real world examples. This primarily enhances an AI ability to produce better predictions and responses by using specific contextually relevant information. Okay, so this is how we do it. Bit of a code, but it's very easy. We are importing some of the libraries, NumPy and Trulens stuff. Select groundedness as I mentioned earlier, and OpenAI because we are using OpenAI here. Then just initialize that class, also initialize the groundedness, and this is where we are passing some of the parameters to that groundedness feedback function. And from here it is also checking the relevance between question and answer which has been pasted, and this is here where it is also checking question statement relevance between question and each context check. So these are the different parameters which Trulens is doing. Let's run it, and you can see this is where it has checked that these are the things in groundedness, input statement, all that stuff. Pretty cool. Okay, now let's construct the application, and then we will wrap it around the custom RAG. Okay, so what I mean is this: import this custom app from Trulens and then just wrap it around your feedbacks. Let's run it. That is done. And now let's use this TrueRAG as context manager from custom RAG like this, and we are asking it a question, and then we will see how it goes about with the RAG. So you can ignore this warning for now. This is done. And now let's check the leaderboard for it to see how the evaluation happened, and then we will display the dashboard. So there you go, you can see the groundedness is 1, context relevant is 1, answer relevance is this, latency and total cost, which is amazing. Okay, and then you can also display the dashboard. Starting the dashboard, and then you can check the URL here. Let me see if it displays the URL. Hopefully it will. Okay, there you go. And okay, so I think if you don't know, okay, let me see. Okay, submit this IP address. So let me submit this IP address here. There you go. Click to submit. Click on. Okay, it is saying. It says endpoint IP is not correct. I'm pasting the same IP here. Anyway, so the IP is not working. Maybe this functionality has been removed. But anyway, instead of dashboard, you can see that we have some of the instrumentation evaluation here on these feedback questions. So this is how this Trulens work. And you can see all we have done is we have created a RAG application. So if you have already a RAG application, all you need to do is to wrap this true custom app around it and do the evaluation. So this is it, guys. If you have any questions or if you're stuck anywhere, let me know and I'll be happy to answer. And I'll drop the link to their website in video's description so that you can also try it out. If you know of any other similar tools, let me know and I'll be happy to do the video, because I think this is one area which is being neglected, because this is not as flashy and as I would say modern, because most of the people, they love to play with the models, create models, but I think evaluation and tracking of LLM application is as important. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback, let me know. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much.